I met him up in the rally in Pennsylvania, and I've been following him for a little while. He's smart. He's sharp. And I just couldn't believe what I was seeing, that he was smoking weed on camera,
What?
running for office while he was driving.
Okay, we're live.
And I've been following him for a little while. He's
Oh.
smart. He's sharp. And I just couldn't believe what I was seeing, that he was smoking weed on camera.
Hello.
While he was driving.
Hey.
Okay. Hello.
What's up?
All right. Hey.
Hello, Governor.
Oh God. We're using OBS right now because what I thought I had working, well, it's not working for GunTube right now. So, yay. I'm gonna see if I can fix it and see if we can switch over. So, right now, Travis is gonna run hit or miss while I try and work through technical difficulties. So, Travis, you said you had stuff you wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Now is the time.
Hey,
I'm handing you the baton, my friend.
All right, so first of all, let's let everybody go ahead and introduce themselves and just say a few kind words while you go ahead and figure things out, and then we'll get this party started. So, all right, so anyway, all right, fellow GunTuber, why don't you go ahead and just tell us a little bit about you, let us know what we should know. Go ahead, buddy. AWAG?
Oh, hi.
Yeah, okay.
I am AWAG. Sorry, I'm busy building.
Well, it says fellow GunTuber, so that's why I don't know if it shows up on their end as AWAG or not. So AWAG, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing okay. A little shaken
All
up.
right.
At
Yeah.
New Jersey's finest do a red flag law or red flag raid, like a block from my house. So
what did you see exactly? Was it just one little sheriff's car that rolled up with two little Bufords getting out of the car going up to the front door, or was it a little more intense than
I'll
that?
give you the lowdown. What I saw was about 6 armored vehicles, about 12 cop cars, and an MRAP. I am not kidding about this. I mean, if you look around, I'm pretty sure you'll find like news articles about it because it was a pretty big deal.
So this wasn't an ATF raid, right? This wasn't a DEA thing or something. This was straight up red flag gun confiscation.
I think it was a red flag, but I think it also had to do with like drugs and stuff. So that's probably why they had the MRAP there.
Well, they can make that the standard protocol for every firearm. Now that they know they got the gear, they know they get the public used to it, and why not? Granted, guys, this is sarcasm here, but
yeah, it's genuinely terrifying, though.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, 100%. So but other than that,
this is straight up red flag gun confiscation.
Yeah, so I'm working on a bunch of projects still. Still got the Supra to work on and all that stuff. Don't expect any videos on my channel for a little bit because I still kind of want to keep the down low. I will do live streams and stuff, but that's probably the extent of it that you'll see me.
All right, man. Cool. Well, whenever you feel good. Now, can we still follow your videos elsewhere, like Gunstreamer or YouTube or anything? GunTube.org?
I mean, I have a Gunstreamer account. I don't use it that much, but you can go ahead and I guess subscribe there. But other than that, I'm pretty sure that's the only place you can find me.
Okay, if you want, you can email them and they can port your whole channel over if you'd rather have it in a 2A safe environment. You just email them; they'll import all your videos. So you got to make them public for about 24 hours, and then after that, they'll all be imported, if not less. They did my entire channel at that point. It was around 700 videos, I think, in a weekend. They brought everything over.
That's pretty cool.
They'll do that for anybody that's got a YouTube channel, by the way. So I think YouTube does the same thing, and then on GunTube we just upload when we can, or I just post links on GunTube, so it takes up less space on the hard drives. But cool, man. All right, well, hey, let's move on down the line here. Kingpin, what's going on, buddy?
Not too much, man. Thanks for having me, Night Strike. Travis, P11.
Yeah. It feels weird, right? It feels. I'll talk about Caliber Corner here in a little bit. So, hey, Kingpin, what's coming up on the channel, man? You got any new videos in the works? Anything in the pipe right now, or are you just kind of chilling?
I got the SIG P226 review I got to do.
Yeah.
I get around to it. And then that's about it for the channel. I got to get back into the firearms inventors cards.
Yes.
I haven't done one of those for a while, so I got to get a couple of those done.
On that SIG, you just got to give us a little spoiler alert. Have you taken it to the range yet?
Oh yeah.
All right. How was she? Was she good?
Oh yeah. Of course. Yeah.
I got to get a 226. I'm jonesing for something SIG again. I keep getting tempted by those police trade-ins, man. And I know it's not popular, but the 40s are so incredibly cheap. I'm talking like $400 or less for what 220 whatever series they are. 229. Is that what the 40s are?
Yep.
I love the 40. I've got a 229 and 9mm, so
it's not a bad idea to at least have 140. Yeah.
I'm gonna buy my next gun is going to be probably one of the Leo trade and 229s.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of 40 caliber stuff. I love them around.
I'm predicting that we saw this resurgence of 1911s within our little gun channels family. A lot of guys get 1911s, and there we go.
It's fake.
I got it. Oh, okay. Is it airsoft or what?
No, I'm just. No, it's just saying up for the red flag laws. This is plastic. It's not real. I lost all mine in a boating accident.
That's right. Exactly.
That's a 229.
The slide does not go back.
That's the 226 40 caliber, and I love this one. The only thing it doesn't have is the top plate here for the red dot, like the newer versions. But I love this. This firearm's phenomenal to shoot.
Do you know you could just get a slide and replace that?
I'm gonna have to get a webcam or something because I got my 226 right here, and it's 357 SIG.
I think we all need to get SIGs.
While I'm working on GunTube and trying to get the difficulties, I've got a SIG right here, and it's in 357 SIG, and it's a P320.
Oh, he's got the hammer-fired striker pistol.
So hey, let me turn the camera on. There you go. There's the True 20, and yes, it's a little oily because I've been cleaning guns today. So there we go.
I got the 320 and 45.
So, nice. This is a great caliber gun. I tell you what, it shoots smooth. For some reason lately, I've been going with the hammer-fired double action, single action, and today I purchased another one, and there it is.
Did you get a Barrel 92?
Inox?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are beautiful guns, man.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Yep. I traded my Ruger LC9, not the striker fired one, and I took a 220 off of it. I ended up paying another $2, so I ended up paying like the $425.
That's not bad. I mean, those you're looking at what, $699, 7 something.
Yeah.
Now your SIG, I got a question for you, Bloke. Is your SIG a LEO trade-in or not?
No, it was not. But it was used, but from what I understand, also that all you have to do is change out the barrel to make it to 357 too. So I will end up doing that just for kicks and giggles.
It doesn't. Is there any issues with the slide with like lockup or anything if you don't get a different slide? No.
No.
From what I understand. Yeah.
With the 40, you can just take the barrel directly out and put a new barrel directly in.
What are we looking at
for
the barrel?
If you want to go to 9mm or something like that.
I'll tell you what, guys. 357 SIG is a freaking awesome. That's my second favorite round behind 357 mag. It's just a screamer, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's straight up.
Oh
yeah. I think we all need to. If we don't have one, I think everybody needs to get themselves a 40 this year.
Travis, I need to make an announcement here. So for people that don't know what's going on, I got a little too ambitious with the servers I had just rented for GunTube because, we're going to be able to get that. I was able to get some servers early before the end of the campaign, Indiegogo campaign, and hopefully I'm going to get more with the end of the campaign to be able to do the live streaming. And I got a little too ambitious thinking that the live streaming was going to work right off the bat when I wanted it to. And obviously that is not the case, and I'm doing the runaround to try and get it to work. So right now I'm using OBS, and I'm having Travis fill in for me as host while I try and see if this works, and then we'll go to our regularly scheduled hit or miss. But unfortunately, things are not going as Night Strike had wanted, unfortunately. So, Travis.
Yeah.
Well,
you want me to continue? We keep
Yes,
talking
please.
here for a little bit. So, all right. And then, do we get a chance to talk to everybody? Everybody get a chance to introduce themselves. So, Night Strike, you're busy right now, but I'll just talk for a second here. So, if you guys don't know me, I'm Travis P11, and you can check out my channel over on YouTube and GunTube and GunChannels.com, GunTube.org. As I got a podcast that I hosted up until around the early part of July, I will be starting it up again. For those of you that may or may not know, I'm actually a teacher. I'm a high school teacher, so we're back in school, so time is a little limited at this point. And so I will be heading out to the range. Hopefully next week, I'm going to start filming some videos again. Although I've had a lot of videos in my cache lined up from this summer that I filmed to kind of get me through until the fall. But I'm going to get Caliber Corner going again, probably on Mondays. And I'm thinking from like 6 to 7:30, so we'll be done before Never Enough Ammo show starts up. And if anybody else I don't think anybody else from Gun Channels has the show at that time. I think, was it Budget Guns and Gear that did a special Monday makeup episode? But I'm gonna probably just do Mondays because I used to do a Thursday show, but it's really tough for me because as we closer to the end of the week, we're gonna be doing a house sale here, and I'm moving stuff out, packing up. The closer I get to the end of the week, it's really hard for me to find time to do a podcast. So Mondays work better for me because I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. And so you guys will probably see Caliber Corner firing up in about 2 weeks. I was going to go next Monday, but being that's Labor Day weekend, I don't want to mess around with it because a lot of people will be on the road and stuff.
But you can make Tuesday nights, right?
Of course, yeah.
Okay.
Mondays and Tuesdays are going to be my podcast nights. I'll do my show, NEA show, you guys, 2A Tuesday. That should pretty much take care of it. So, yeah, no, I'm going to keep doing it, but I'm going to compact those. And then that frees up the rest of the week for me to actually get out to the range and make videos and, get my material and stuff. I'm gonna pretty much be out of videos after this week, so you're just gonna see me popping up on podcasts, and that'll be it. But check out the channel. I got over 800 videos for you, so lots of good stuff to watch. So, yeah, man.
Awesome.
So anyway, guys, anybody got any topics they want to start up with? Any ideas you want to throw out there? Otherwise, I've got some stuff to talk about here real quick. But
so I do have one topic. It won't take long if everybody's okay. It's a fundraiser. So a couple of weeks ago, I've been talking about a friend of mine's daughter. Him and I went to college together. We're both therapists. And his daughter, unfortunately, ended up in the ICU. And I just got word today that the fundraiser that I'm going to be doing for him is in the mail, and it should be here very shortly. So she contracted what is called demyelinated encephalomyelitis. Basically, it's very similar to MS, but much faster. It happens within 2 to 3 hours. So she became completely paralyzed with a trach in the ICU. She's 12 years old, and I reached out to a couple different companies, and lucky enough, I got a return response back from a company called CGS. They're a suppressor company, silencer suppressor. And they've agreed to allow me to do a review on their suppressor. And not only that, they're sending me two, one for me to keep, because I've never owned one. And then the second one is the one I'm going to be basically doing a drawing on. So I can start promoting it now because I know it's the ATF papers were approved and it's on its way here. So in the next week or two, I will be posting a video on how to enter. Basically, what you'll do is you'll donate $20 to entry fee into the GoFundMe on his web page. All of it will be nothing coming to me at all. So all you have to do is send me a receipt of the GoFundMe receipt, and then I'll put you in the drawing there. And it'll be pretty easy going, and it should go pretty smooth, and some lucky person will end up having a MOD9 CGS suppressor. So that's that. Thank you.
All right,
Travis.
Yo.
You and the guys talk about nothing real quick because I'm going to see if I can switch it over now. So.
All right. So nothing important right now? Nothing important?
Yeah. Just random gun talk.
Random gun talk. Well, hey, I got something I'll go ahead and throw out there real quick, guys, while we got a minute. I want you guys all to check out Solo Yakker's channel over on YouTube. It's SOLOYAKER. I'll put a link to his channel in the chat over there on the YouTube side in just a little bit here. Soliaker, if you don't know him, his name's Michael Taylor, and I've had him on my podcast before. He is running for state representative of Florida, and he's part of Florida 2A Carry. And basically in Florida, if I have this right, if you want to open carry in Florida, you can do so without a permit so long as you are fishing or going fishing or coming from fishing. So him and his buddies, they get their poles and they go to the beach and go fishing and they open carry. And he posts a bunch of videos on the interactions that he has with law enforcement. It's a major mixed bag of encounters. He's run into police officers that don't know the law, which is, kind of, I guess maybe this surprising to some people. But anyway, he's running, and one of his latest videos that he posted, he's got his suit and tie on, and he's out passing out cards, letting people know who he is. And people were like freaked out that you had this guy walking down the boardwalk with his AR-15 and a suit on, and he's saying, "Hey, I'm just trying to show people that I'm a normal person like anybody else, and that I'm running for representative. I'm a pro 2A." But do check out his channel. He's got a lot of really good videos, and just the stuff these guys have to put up with is ridiculous. And he's not afraid to walk up to people and talk to them, and even people that are opposed to his viewpoint. And I think we need more people like that. It's sad that we have to have that kind of a situation, but do check out his channel because it's pretty interesting.
Okay,
what was the name?
Now the random talk, because I'm switching over now.
All right.
Send Travis an email with your email address.
Okay, that didn't work, so we're back to square one again.
Yeah, absolutely. I never have a problem with sending out my email to anybody. So, absolutely. Always down for meeting new people.
All right, Travis, back to the regular scheduled program.
All right, man, let's do it. So what are we doing different now, Nice Strike? What's going on?
Right now, I'm not doing anything different for Hit or Miss. I was trying to get this working, and unfortunately, it's probably going to take another day or so. I got too ambitious. So, Night Strike is sad.
Sad Night Strike hours?
Sad Night Strike hours.
All right.
Night Strike is sad. Anyways, how are you guys doing?
Doing okay.
Doing all right, man. Doing all right.
Good. All right. What did you want to talk about tonight, Travis?
Well, I covered that one topic I had lined up, but I don't know if anybody else has anything that's been in the news that's popping up, or if there's anything you guys have seen that's catching your attention. I don't know. It seems like Trump's kind of backing off things a little bit, maybe not frothing at the mouth like he was before with pushing for national red flag laws and stuff.
He's been busy with the G7, so.
Yeah, this is true. So,
that, and there's this thing with China too, so he's got a lot on his plate right now. And I'm not trying to make excuses for Trump, because, I'm not the biggest fan of Trump. Not lately. So, I'm just saying that with what's going on, that and the talks with Iran as well at the G7. Oh boy. So there's that. What else?
Anything good on Truth About Guns? I'm trying to think anything's popped up lately that's really.
So I got something here that was posted not too long ago. Very close to the county that I live in. It's right next to it. So it's a new tool. The sheriff in Pinellas County, Florida, which has issued more than 350 risk protection orders, believes that the red flag law is something Florida has needed for a long time. So I was at a pawn shop today, and I was talking to one of the people that worked there, and he was saying that he knows somebody who basically was under the risk protection order, so he voluntarily gave up all his weapons. He had, I think, 32 weapons, and from what I understand, the difference between the red flag laws and the risk protection orders is that the risk protection orders, in 1 year after giving them up, they reassess you, and if at that time they find you okay or stable, then you can able to get them back. But I understand also that the condition of the firearms doesn't necessarily come back the way that you gave it to them. So they don't look after them, basically. It was an interesting topic.
Here's a link out there to stop universal background checks from the Firearms Policy Coalition.
My issue with this whole mental health evaluation is when you look on the 4473, you file for a carry permit or a purchase license or a FOID card, they directly ask you if you've ever had any kind of mental evaluation. And that sounds like a whole big setup to me. He might get his guns back, but good luck buying new guns.
Right. Now, with the red flag law, there is no stipulation that you'll get your firearms back. They're gone, basically.
And that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So, I mean, I guess what I want to know is where some of these pro 2A groups that have the money and the power to defend the people that are going through these red flag procedures that are losing their firearms, pointing out the property that's being confiscated,
Apparently, since the NRA has so much trouble with itself, it doesn't have anybody there to fight for your rights. So it's just skirting on by while people donate millions to try and protect our rights.
And also,
to the NRA.
Let's not forget that getting your guns back is not going to be as simple as driving down to the police station and picking them up. You're going to have a lawyer involved. You're going to have hearings involved. You're going to have dates set up. And also be a little bit maybe unrealistic, but probable. You're not getting your stuff back.
Right, and there is, if I'm correct, I think there's a psychiatric evaluation. The problem, and I've said this before, the problem with psychiatric evaluations, they're very subjective. So somebody who's having a bad day can have a mental breakdown, and that's considered, a psychiatric disorder for that day. So, some type of postpartum, whether it be postpartum depression from giving birth, that is also considered. So it's really hard to evaluate somebody under a very short amount of time to decide whether or not they are applicable to have a psychiatric disorder. That takes a period of 3 to 4 weeks, and obviously that they're not going to do it themselves. You're going to have to pay for that. So that's costing a lot of money.
Plus, it's a really quickly becoming popular trend for psychiatrists and doctors like that to evaluate people that they haven't even met. They're all over television doing it to the president right now. So to think that they won't just look at your paperwork and say, yeah, this guy's crazy, he can't have his gun back.
Yeah, and then how many of those people are lefties or righties, It's going to be very hard to persuade a lefty to make sure that you're saying that you have guns. So hopefully something happens here. Hopefully one of these big organizations step in and at least make the step to fight these allegations.
What's up, Gizzard?
Oh, not a whole lot. What's up with y'all?
Gary, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good.
Currently, Travis is hosting the show, and Strike is in the background working. So
that's why it's hitting right now so good,
Hey Travis, I tell you what. Okay, I'm doing a live on Wednesday. You want to come over? I'll just step out and you can handle it.
Hey, anytime, man. Just say when. Well, I mean, it depends what time. Like, what are we talking? Like during the school, like during the day, or what?
In my defense, Travis P11 is the unofficial co-host when Smeggy is not here.
I try really, really hard. So
he's our substitute for our Smegstitute.
That's right.
So somebody out in the chat said the rolling trip. A man in Florida had the same name as someone that was getting red flagged. His CCW was revoked and guns seized. A few days later, his guns was returned. He had to wait 2 months to get his CCW back.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. It made him go through an entire red tape process to get his permit back, and it's like, we already gave him his guns back, so why is it taking? I mean, there were some pretty there were some groups that were actually backing him up on that. I don't know if it was like Second Amendment Foundation or somebody that finally brought in some legal defense and said, look, get this guy back his permit. He shouldn't have to wait, but I think he still had to wait 8 weeks or something. Yeah, that's terrible. That's another thing too. What do you do about names,
Well, see, that's also a glitch in the system. Is you talk about the Fourth Amendment, they've got to give you your already purchased and owned property back. That license is a privilege. They don't have to, they don't have to follow any set like constitutional rules when it comes down to that license.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, fine. Abe 1393 says Smeggy who?
Yeah, he's been gone a while, but
Smeggy's the snowman. Maybe you guys have seen his little avatar popping up from time to time. It's a little snowman with little stick arms on it. Done a lot of podcasts in the past. He's just been busy lately.
Yes, unfortunately, he's been working for several months in the state of California, so he has been without his guns. Unfortunately. So.
Not good. Not good.
A Smeggy without his guns is a sad, sad snowman. I tell you. So.
Well, since we don't really hear about it that often, we do have good news here about a positive use of a firearm, I guess you could say, for a person to defend themselves. We don't ever get to hear about the good guys, so I suppose I could tell us a little something about something that happened, maybe.
The one in Trinity?
This was Philadelphia.
Oh. Did you hear the one about in Trinity, Florida?
No. What happened there?
Oh, wow. Do you mind if I say this real quick?
Do it. Yeah, I'll do it.
All right.
Back and forth from Philadelphia, so go ahead.
All right. So Trinity is about... I live in Trinity. It's about where his property was. It's about 8 minutes away or so. So there was a domestic violence call, and a suspect entered the house to victim. Well, I'll just say victim 1, victim 2. So victim 1 was a female with children, and they were living in a 2-story house, and she ran upstairs, and victim number 2, the neighbor, saw victim number 1 lowering her children out of the 2nd floor window. So he ran over there and started grabbing the children. I think there was 2 or 3, and took them back over to his house successfully and kept them safe. Well, suspect 1 came out with his gun drawn and started arguing with him, and began to shoot at him. So victim 2 pulled out his concealed carry and shot him, and got him down.
And if you'd like to hear more stories like this, tune in to the Right of the People on the Budget Guns and Gears channel, and at the end of every show, he has the self-defense shoutouts.
There we go. There we go. Now, this one is one that really surprises me. All right, so what surprises me is that people still rob cell phone stores. I don't know if they're just going. I mean, first of all, I can't imagine there's a lot of cash in these places anymore because so many people use debit cards and credit cards because cell phones are so expensive. This was a Metro PCS store in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania that had been robbed, attempted robbery 3 times now in the last month, apparently. And the owner had himself a legal carry permit, and bad guy came in, pulled out a gun. Owner pulled out his gun, shot the bad guy, killed the bad guy on the scene. So that saved us some tax dollars right there. But I don't understand why you would try to rob a cell phone store, because cell phones, you can report them as stolen so they can't be activated unless you can somehow sell them outside of the country. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why? I mean, because cell phones, they're, they've got that. Each one's got their own MAC address. They've got their own special serial number. All that stuff is on file at the company. If you steal it and try to sell it to somebody and they try to activate it, it's going to come up as being stolen. Makes no sense to me why people try to jack a cell phone store. Accessories, cases, maybe, I guess. The cash that's in the register, what little is actually going to be there, but I don't know. It's just, yeah.
So a lot of the banks down here, well, actually one in particular, they don't have tellers anymore. You walk up to a screen and, you do your transaction kind of like an ATM, but it's with somebody live now to prevent the robbing.
That's pretty much going to take out the element of theft, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, there could be much you can do about it. I know I was at a store called Five Below, which is like it's like a Dollar Tree, but everything is $5 or below, and it's all self checkout. There is there's one employee there that, it's all, I don't even know if all the cash and everything is inside the machine. You can't get the money out of it because it's in the machine. It's like there's a traditional drawer that pops up, it'll spit out money. It's like at Walmart when you do a self checkout, it spits the cash out at you. So maybe technology might be one of those things that puts bad guys out of business. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we just had a Five Below opened up by us too, and like you said, most of them is all that self checkout. But now Walmart has done the same thing. I think there's maybe two cash registers in the entire store now, and everything else is just complete self checkout.
Yeah, I'm seeing that at ours too. I think they're down to which. Our sporting goods department, thank God, still has a cashier back there, so I can get the ammo and pay for it back there, and not have to take it up front and wait and check it out at the front. Because I doubt that it's going to get to a point where it's going to be, well, especially here where I live, where it's going to be completely cashier free. I think they're always going to have a couple of them around.
Yeah, I don't know how they'll do that in the sporting department because the bullets are all locked up, and you can't even touch them until you pay for them.
Yeah.
What store are we talking about?
Oh, just between all the different stores kind of going to being cashier free now.
That's easy. A Walmart will just stop selling ammunition.
Oh man.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. If they were to go completely cashierless, that's exactly what they do. Probably wouldn't sell any type of cold medicine that's not being. They'd have the pharmacy counter open, and if you want some Tylenol, you got to get it from the pharmacist.
Yeah, pretty much. You have to go fill out the paperwork on it,
And we can get to there really quick if we hurry up and get the $15, $20, $7,500 an hour minimum wage.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, that's basically the cause of getting rid of all the cashiers now.
Yeah.
But it's sad though because a friend of mine, he's in the electrical business, and he's making, I think, $14 an hour, and he wanted a raise, and he said, the guy wouldn't give it to him. He says, well, I'm just going to.
Uh-oh. Oh boy. Trying to get this working. And it's not working. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just... Okay, are we good?
As soon as people pop back in, yeah.
As I said, technical difficulties, okay? So, we're working through this, and I know it sucks right now, and I'm sorry, guys, that it's not working as well as we had wanted it to. But,
All right, man. I think we're good.
But I think it's good. Who is it? Okay, Gary, can you jump out and jump back in real quick?
Okay.
Because it says you're the moderator now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Don't give up the power, Gary.
Yeah, don't give it up, Gary.
He gave it up. He gave it up. Thank you, Gary.
That's a guy with a high character right there.
All I want to say is, he jumped in, towards middle of the chat, but, the unsung hero is the mother clucker himself, Gizzard Gary. Everyone give Gizzard Gary a round of applause, please.
Here you go.
Thank you very much.
We love you, Gary! And there's just crickets in the background, so.
Crickets
That's
in the background.
Jersey crickets.
I can continue the conversation. I got some more stuff to bring up, guys.
Keep going.
All right, I got that.
I think I know what the problem was with it not streaming from GunTube, because I put the wrong password in for the streaming. So
The password's supposed to be password, remember?
I tried a different
Come on, man.
password. Come on. I tried a different password, and
God. All right.
But again, as I said, this is we're gonna try and work with GunTube tonight, and unfortunately, yeah, it's not been going so well. I've been unhappy myself, so. But keep going on the conversation.
Yeah, this is one I want to talk. Okay, what I was saying is that we haven't heard a lot about firearm carry in churches and parishes and stuff like that, because we haven't. I mean, I haven't heard of. I don't know if you guys any mass shootings in a church in a while, so it seems like that topic has kind of fallen out of popularity. But this was on Truth About Guns. Apparently, and I'm not ripping on anybody of this faith at all. I have friends, I know people I know that are of this faith, all right, but. This really surprises me. The Mormons have a new policy that officially prohibits carrying firearms in all churches. And I have friends that are Mormon.
Are you sure that's right?
The thing is that the Mormon mentality is to have kind of a prepper mentality, and the friends that
no,
I know have been very pro-2A.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to lay a bombshell on everyone, okay? Yes, Night Strike, who's Italian, has an Italian last name, is Catholic, right now. He's also born Catholic, and you say, you're not born Catholic. When you're Italian, you're born Catholic, regardless of what they say. Even if you haven't been baptized yet, you're still Catholic because your parents are Catholic. Okay? But there was a small stint when I was part of that religion.
Okay.
The Mormon religion, and it's a small stint. I don't like to talk about it because it's Mormons. Okay?
It's all right, man.
But the point is, every freaking person in the Gilbert, I guess we're going to call it a parish. It's not a parish, but the Gilbert church that I was a part of, they had guns. They loved their guns. Period. I even went out shooting with them a couple times when I was part of that aspect. So it seems weird to me, who's originally from an area of which was at that point was predominantly Mormon, to hear that they're banning firearms. It doesn't seem like that's the Mormon thing to do. Okay, I know, laugh, make all the jokes you want, but, I eventually things went the right way and I went back to Catholicism, but again, it just doesn't seem right to me.
And AWAG's taking my Jeep for a drive.
Okay, so.
All right, so what surprises me about this, though, just the Mormon faith in general has kind of you kind of have that, the prepper mentality, just in terms of having food stocks for your family, the ability, and everybody I know, I mean, the majority of the people I know that are of the Mormon faith, I know a few, they're hunters, they're avid gun enthusiasts, they're pro-2A, they're pro-freedom. Obviously, they're here because of doing what they do because of, they want religious faith, that's why they're in the U.S., but I just really, and here's what it says, and this is what surprised me, it says, declaring that their churches should be places of peace and havens from the outside world, leaders of the Mormon Church have officially prohibited worshipers from carrying firearms in any of their houses of worship. The thing is, a bad guy doesn't care if you are a haven from the outside world. I mean, unless you lock the doors from the outside, I don't understand how you're going to keep evil from entering into your parish. And I don't care if you're Mormon or Catholic or Buddhist or Muslim or whatever. You can't stop evil people from doing bad things, And I don't know. It really bothers me. Where my wife and I are Presbyterian, it's the same situation in our parish. They don't allow firearms in the church, which, really bothers me. Now in Nebraska, you can have a security force on file with the state patrol, and they know that there are members of the church that will be armed. So you have to go through a whole process. It is possible to do it. But our church officially does not encourage carrying on the premises, which I think it's ridiculous personally. It makes me not want to go, to be honest with you. But I don't know. I was really, really surprised that like you said, Night Strike, that was not really the mentality of the people you knew when you were part of that faith.
Hey, I'll jump in here.
Do it.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Doing all right, bud. How you doing, man?
How you doing, bud?
I was doing all right. I went to a memorial service for a friend of mine I haven't seen in 30 years, and he passed. He was only a couple years older than me, but just kind of a bummer. It was honestly it was the brother to brother-in-law, but my sister is not married to him anymore, but they're still really good friends. It's just weird. But anyway, I was going to comment on the whole church.
Uh-oh. More problems.
I'm Lutheran. I don't go to church hardly much anymore. I have this belief that if I want to pray, I don't need to go do it with a bunch of other people. I think God hears my prayers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But whenever I went to church, there ain't no sign on the door. I don't. I was carrying the night at the funeral home. You know what I mean? I just feel naked without it. You know.
Okay, is my
reality behind it? Like,
is my sound any better now,
we've
guys?
all heard the story.
What's that, Night Strike?
Is my sound any better? I'm using a different microphone.
Yeah.
It's a little more like restricted or subdued. It's fine. It's totally. I mean, we can hear you.
What's that, Night Strike?
If my sound any better, I'm using a different microphone. Apparently, people were saying I was sounding distorted for some reason. I don't know.
Man, you always sound distorted.
I was just going to say, you are distorted.
well. Don't go there.
All right. Sorry.
All right. We're going to pause this for a second. Hold on.
Live streaming is on.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
okay,
yeah. That's how it goes. We are live streaming straight off of GunTube now.
Nice. Now, who's playing the video game?
That's AWAG. It should be receiving live on the video YouTube. Let's see. Come on.
Really messing that cheap up.
Dude, those things are indestructible. They're the Keith Richards of vehicles. I should know I have one. They can't be killed by conventional weapons. That's just a fact.
The problem is there's nobody in the driver's seat. If you look through the window, there's nobody in the driver's seat.
Oh, he's probably passed out over there. Sit over the passenger seat. Yeah.
No, it's one of those drive themselves cars.
Yeah, they put it in a 97 Cherokee. They put self-drive. Oh, we just rolled over. Oh my God. Which I've yet to do that in mine. So. Yes. I don't know. You guys got anything else to talk about, or are we good? Anything else new going on?
Okay.
It's been kind of a quiet week, actually.
Okay.
I don't know.
We're live. We're live all the way off of GunTube. We're not live using OBS right now. So there we go.
So on the viewer end on YouTube, have they noticed any changes at all in the video or the appearance or anything? Because I'm not watching the video on YouTube. I'm just watching the chat on YouTube.
For some reason, it's stuck on showing AWAG driving. So I don't know. Maybe it would show somebody else talking if I was. Yeah, stop driving, AWAG. Yeah.
Oh my God, Boob Sweat just posted a comment on the gun channel. Said, "You got to hear this. Did anyone hear about the guy that had his guns taken away under red flag law? So what did he do? He took a sword and stabbed and killed his mom. It happened in Park Ridge, Illinois.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I wonder, yeah, okay, so you're not going to stop bad people from doing bad things even when you take their guns. I mean, that's just the fact. So, yeah. Or, he'll use a hammer, or you go to Walmart and buy a machete, or God knows what else, a brick, a rock. I mean,
I saw a post.
Yeah, apparently it was his mother.
Did she red flag it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I wondered. Weird. People are crazy.
I'm just interested in playing this game now.
Yeah, AWAG, could you stop playing the video games, or at least stop screen sharing, please?
I have not played a video game in I don't know how long. I have a PlayStation, I don't know what, 3 or something, but the only thing we ever use it now is for DVDs.
But look, you got to get yourself an Xbox One and start playing PUBG with me. You'll like that.
I'd love to, but
PUBG's awesome.
Okay, so
on the iPad.
So Night Strike is really happy right now because we are running all the way off of GunTube now. We're not depending on GunTube's old hardware. We are on entirely new rental hardware that should just work. And I've gotten it working. We are live streaming using that, so you're not seeing the link. I don't have to hide part of Google Chrome now. So anybody wondering what we're using to live stream to YouTube right now, we're using GunTube Chamber. I got it working. Yeah, I know it's late, but again, I wanted to get it working. It is now working and ready to be used. So if somebody else wants to give it a shot when I'm not live streaming with it, go for it. Have at it. But if you do something wrong with it, like do something you shouldn't be doing, like saying saying you hate guns and that you support red flag laws, GunTube will not be held responsible for kicking you off of GunTube for doing something like that.
I was gonna, Gunstreamer is supposed to be the next greatest and all this, and they keep saying, "Oh, going live, it's such a tough thing." And I'm looking at one guy, Night Strike, running GunTube, and he's figured it out.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important. If you guys can still donate to the cause, it's you're supporting yourself and what you enjoy watching. And when YouTube takes everything away, there's not many websites or platforms that don't support like GunTube. There's certain platforms that you still have a waiting list to get on in order to put content on. So here's your answer.
And on that note, Night Strike, I apologize. I got to bail. I'm going to head on over to 2A Tuesday, if you guys don't mind. But are you going to run this for a little while just to kind of see if it's stable and stuff?
We are going to do a little extended, just kind of shooting the breeze on hit or miss. Guys, I'm sorry. I wanted it. I did have some stuff to talk about, but quite honestly, I don't want to talk about it because it was just more negative stuff that's going on, and I want to be positive. I want to do something. I want to be positive. So, like I said before, guys, I wanted to. I said I was going to go to the Gun Rights Policy Conference this year. I've already got tickets reserved. I haven't paid for them yet, but I've got them reserved. So I've got tickets reserved to go to Gun Rights Policy Conference. I haven't talked with my family yet or rented a room yet, so that's still up in the air. I got to find out where I'm going to stay. But again, Gun Rights Policy Conference is going to happen. We're doing really well with the Indiegogo. I don't know if anybody's seen where it's at yet. Let me screen share this real quick so everybody can see this, because the reason why we're doing the Indiegogo is to get this GunTube stuff working, and it's working now. It's finally working like I want it to, like it's supposed to be, and I just wanted to show everyone where we're at with the Indiegogo. So,
hey, Night Strike, while you're doing that, how many people can you get on there?
I haven't gone and set any hard limits yet to it. So technically, I think it's about 30 right now.
Oh,
wow. But I am going to limit it to anywhere between 10 or 15. Or 10 or 20, probably. Just because the factor is the larger you get, the harder it is to manage, a chat.
And from what I understand, you said that 1 or 2 can be streaming at the same time, right?
Right now, it's only 1 because I've only got 2 servers, 1 for the chat rooms and 1 for the live stream. I have to get another one for the live streaming, and once that's done, then yes.
That's awesome.
So, but... we're at 51% of the goal for GunTube. I have gone ahead and put my money where my mouth is and rented 2 servers ahead of time, in preparation of the completion of the Indiegogo, whether, we get the full backing, the 100%, or whether we get the 50%. regardless, it's all going into GunTube. So, if we only have one server that can stream at a time, well, then hey, guess what, guys? That's all we can afford. But if we can get the full backing, the full goal, we can bring some more online, and more is always better.
Yeah, I guess the next step was trying to get advertising to help step in and help pay for some too, right?
Well, yeah, talk to your local gun shops. Let them know what we're doing. Maybe they might be interested. The local gun shops that are good, because unfortunately my local gun shop is awful, and I don't understand how the guy stays in business. I kind of believe it's just a tax write-off for him, because I don't know if he really does want to do business or not. Granted, it's just my opinion, but when everybody I talk to that's into firearms in the county and the city say the same thing, they don't understand how he stays in business. That says something. Because I'm not the only guy in my area that just likes guns. I know a ton of people in town and in the county, and everybody says the same thing about the guy. So, one bad apple out of the bunch. But there are a lot of good FFLs out there, and I don't want that, and I'm not letting that one bad experience with him, ruin it for everyone else. So, I'm just saying that, he's not, I'm not going to say who it is, but he's just not, doing it for the right reasons, I guess. But anyways, GunTube is at 51%. We're of our flexible goal. Hopefully we can get, much further. But if we don't, we still are going to be able to use the hardware that we've acquired so far, and go from there. So with that, I'm done with the whole GunTube spiel, and we can get back to talking what we want to talk about and go further. I'm running this a little longer than normal because I need to check out the metrics and make sure the metrics are running properly and are working like they should. And if they don't work, then I have to figure out what the hell is wrong with it. Okay? So,
Roger that.
Just go with that. So anyways, what else do you guys want to talk about? You see anything in the news that's interesting?
I did want to mention Ohio 45, ACP out there in the chat. Met him at NRAM, and then seen him at Spring Fling, or vice versa. I can't remember. It was one way or the other. Anyway, he asked about the Creator Summit, and the Creator Summit is in 3 weeks. Actually, it's 2.5 weeks now. I'm going to go ahead and throw the link out in the YouTube side. So, but yeah, coming up quick.
Is Tyven still awake?
What's that?
Is Tyven awake? We could give him a link.
I don't know. He's probably out on the road and probably crashed out in his sleeper. So
probably.
So I don't know. For some reason I had sent him a.
Watch. He'll pop up out there in the chat like he was there the whole time. That's the way he is.
Yeah. I had sent him a text the other night at like 9 o'clock, and he sent me another one. I was already in bed sleeping. It was like 1:40. Hey, you awake? I'm like, I got it in the morning. I'm like, no, I wasn't awake. I had to get up and work in the morning. Come on. He must have just woke up and seen my text and decided to text me back. I don't know. So, but yeah, I haven't talked to him. Oh, I don't know, probably a week. I don't know where he's at this point.
Since you're out there, Finite, do you want to come in and test out the GunTube Chamber? I see you out there, asking me to convince you about peanut butter M&Ms are the best M&M. That's all on you, buddy. I'm not going to make any choices, and I'm not going to try and change your mind. If that's what you like, that's what you like. Just saying. So,
I like them both. I like the peanut and the regular. Okay, so
Rob D likes saying, "Good luck getting a response." Okay, Rob D. Here's a response to your comment. Response. There.
What's
Mr.
up, Rob?
Rob D, NY Outcast, I'm going to make a video about how I was wronged, even though it was just a joke. And I'm going to make a video how you cannot hear a damn word I'm saying because my microphone isn't loud enough.
Nice try. Just for the viewers out there, how do you go about putting your icon up there?
You got to make a Gravatar avatar.
And
So
that's
you go to
WordPress.
It's through Gravatar.com. Basically, a lot of forums and websites use the Gravatar avatar because it saves from them having to have the storage space to store all your avatars. So
can you link us in the side chat so we?
I will link you in the chat right here.
Okay.
So there you go.
Thank you. I went to that and it said, "Oh, put your email," and it just came up like that. So.
Yep. So
check it out.
Oh, he's talking about the summit. Okay, and Rob is talking about the summit, saying good luck getting a response. Okay, about that creator summit. Nah, if it wasn't
a response from Tyven, I don't know. I'm like part B of this thing, man. I'm putting on a.
I've spent, believe it or not, the times I have had chats with Typhon, it ended up being me and him, the last person in the room, having a chat for like 2 or 3 hours, and him telling me I need to use a gimmick like keep my shirt off, put like a cowboy vest on, and go with the cowboy hat and call myself the shirtless cowboy for my channel. And I'm like, no, Typhon. That is your thing. I am not going to take that away from you. You can be the shirtless cowboy. That's not what I do.
He comes up with some crazy shit.
That
sounds like him, man.
And if anybody doesn't know who we're talking about the Tyven Show on YouTube. Look him up. He's a pretty cool dude. He's pretty chill. I've got his phone number too, so I've gotten weird ass texts from him as well at different hours. But the funny thing is, the times he texts me, I'm working on GunTube anyways, even like late into the night. So it's just like, what do you want? But anyways, he's a good guy. I like that.
Yeah. Like I said, we kind of tease, call him Crazy Tyven because he's off the wall sometimes, man. He's a really super cool dude. He's a nice guy. First time I shot with him, God, it's a couple years ago, and invited us down. We had a blast. Literally, we were shooting binary, so yes, we had a blast. But yeah,
I can shoot binary out in my backyard.
Sweet,
because it's county.
Yeah,
county doesn't care unless I don't give them. I don't shoot them a voicemail or a phone call saying, "Hey, I'm going to be shooting some tannerite in the backyard." So just don't get all up and bothered. And they're like, "Okay, thanks for letting us know." But again, We're doing this off of GunTube, and it seems to be working just fine. Oh my God, figure that one out. I'm amazed and horrified at the same time. And Rob D, you were saying about you talked to Tyven and you still don't have the okay yet. Well, what I'm going to tell you is either message him again, either email him or, whatever contact he's got up there, and, just bug him again until you get a response.
I'll have to say something to him. I just told Rob, I said, something, just show up and tell him I told you to. Because he originally was going to mail you out a card, and that was your invite, and I don't know if anybody else out there is going to, who knows? I don't know. I mean we didn't do that the first time. It was just like, you want to come, here's the date, here it is, show up.
An almost topless night strike, more like the bearded bear. No. Zeke Shoots is out there. Hey, Zeke, how's it going on? But no. Just because I got a beard doesn't mean I can't pull off the cowboy look. I can. I just don't want to. And Bloke, what are you playing with in the background there?
Oh, my new Beretta.
You love that new Beretta.
I do.
Did you get a 96 or did you get a 92?
It's a 92 FS 9 caliber, 9 millimeter.
Yeah. You want to change it to 40, all you do is just put a 40 barrel in and use 40 max.
Yeah. So I think for my birthday, that's what I'm gonna do for both my SIG. I'm gonna change it out to the 357, and I'm gonna put this as a 42. But I haven't shot the Beretta yet, and I'm pretty stoked.
So I already, I bought my SIG in 40, so I could just do the barrel swap because
That's what my SIG is. It came in 40.
Mine came in 357 SIG from the factory.
Well, you're special.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I was looking at the barrels. They're not that expensive. Actually, maybe.
No, I got mine for believe this or not, and I know this is crazy, but I got mine for like $90 off of eBay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for a P320. And then I found out that I could have gotten it for $66 off of CDN Sports, and then paid like $10 shipping.
Do you have a light on it?
No, I don't have any accessories on it. I've been looking for a light. I'm thinking of maybe picking up one of those light sport from what's that company everybody uses?
Sure Light.
No, the other one, the inexpensive one.
Surefire, Streamlight.
Yeah, Streamlight. Yeah.
No, it's the other one. I forget the name of it, but everybody's been getting lights set to them from them.
Yeah, I'm really digging this Beretta.
May I make a suggestion for a light? I have a TLR3 on my 226, and it's the most amazing light that I've had in a while. I think I have almost 750 rounds through my SIG, and it still continues to work.
It wasn't Streamlight. It's O-Light. That's who it was.
That's what I said earlier. I said O-Light.
I didn't hear you.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was thinking about getting one O-Light because I've been seeing some good O-Lights that they've been putting on not on clearance, but they've had on sale every once in a while. So I've been thinking about getting one of those for the SIG P320.
Hey, I just got something new. I got to turn my camera on and show it off.
All right.
Wait a minute. There it is. Oh, right there. Woo! Armament Axis buttons.
Oh, I like it.
Got a deal from Sticker Mule.
Uh-oh. You didn't use AlanAnchor.com?
Do they custom make patches and buttons?
I don't know about buttons, but I know they make custom. They do stickers and patches.
I'll have to get a hold of them. Like I said, Sticker Mule does. Sticker Mule is one of those places that their prices aren't that great, but if you watch their deals, I got 50 buttons for $19. Now, if I bought them normally, I think they would have like 60 or something crazy, and that's how I had gotten some stickers before. Is just watching the deals, but I definitely looking for someone to make patches. So they wouldn't have to be the embroider ones or whatever's cheap, but I do want to get us some patches.
There you go in the side chat there.
Yeah, Gary knows somebody.
That's who.
That's it, isn't it? Okay.
And yes, guys are saying O-Light out there in the chat helping me out. Yes, that's who it was. So I'm gonna get an O-Light and put that on my P320. Though I have to get a light because I don't have night sights on mine. Mine came with regular sights, unfortunately.
What, you don't have built-in night vision? Come on, you're not a raccoon. Or...
You don't have the PVS 14s.
I'm gonna do that.
That's nice, bloke.
I gotta turn the camera on.
Self-birthday present. So.
Nitrix just gonna pull PVS 14 Gen 3s out of nowhere.
Right,
those are the best birthday presents.
Those are the only The only birthday present.
Oh, so your 226 does have a rail. Okay.
So
Yeah,
since
most
we're
of the
going
ones
there,
that I've
If
seen.
it doesn't have the
Oh,
since
you
we're
just have
going
to cut out
there,
for the.
come on, guys. Come on, the P320 compact right there. You see that? You see the barrel? There.
just something about
I,
the Hammer 5, man. It's just getting me lately. I don't know why.
357 SIG right there. Bloke.
I just
Woo,
just shot
357 SIG.
my buddy's 226
Like
last
it.
weekend.
So.
I like it.
So and for all that's wondering, I have kept the I've shaved the cheeks off. I do not have the Teen Wolf beard. I have somewhat a semblance of an actual beard now. So.
Team Wolf, funny.
Hey, Armament Axis, you hush. The 1980s called. Tom Selleck wants his mustache back.
So
Hey,
Look,
more Sam Elliott.
Yeah, man.
if you end up coming towards the northern part of the East Coast, you can find what is it? The Police Trade-In. It's New Jersey State Trooper P226 magazines, and they're made for 357 SIG, and they have the law enforcement stamp on them. So if that's something that you fancy or something, then that's definitely up here, because New Jersey State Troopers like the 357 SIG.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely will. That's my next project here. In the next week or two, I will get the barrel and the magazine. Hey, if you can give me a link on that, that'd be awesome.
I'll try to find them on the internet. Mostly they're just at gun shows, because all the local people buy them up and sell them for a ridiculous price because they have the law enforcement restriction stamp on them.
So I just got this for $30 too. It's a surplus. They're going really cheap because the military's getting out the Beretta now, and I purchased this initially to get the holster. It's Safariland. They run expensive, man, but I've been looking on eBay, and they've been going about $50-$60 just for the holster. But this is just for the Beretta. I love it. Not that I'm going to open carry unless I go fishing. That is.
Well, again, you need to go and check out and maybe even become a member of Florida Carry.
Yeah, I think I've been meaning to. Past couple of weeks has been really difficult with my finals at grad school, so I haven't had much time to myself or my family, so I've been stuck in the books lately.
Yeah. I will go on to say that we have had Sean from Florida Carry, one of the co-founders of Florida Carry. We've had Sean on here several times on Hit or Miss. Sean is a good friend, and he's doing a really good thing with Florida Carry, and they've had some setbacks here and there, but we've all had setbacks in the gun community considering what's been going on lately. So I don't blame him at all, but he's doing good work with Florida Carry. So if you haven't checked Florida Carry out, you should.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm off. Class doesn't start until Sunday, so I've got this week. I've got a couple really important reviews and that fundraiser that I'm doing. So
Stacy's going to bed. Good night, Stacy.
Good night, wifey. So I'll check them out. I know he told me, I think maybe it was on your channel. It was either on Travis's or your channel. Somebody reached out on the side chat and told me to go and check them out. And I wrote it down to check it out. It's just, again, it's been really busy. So.
Right. So.
Nice. Yeah.
Everything is working like I want it to. I'm so happy.
It's awesome, dude. I mean, it really, like I said, GunStreamer, big platform, blah blah blah, and they're saying, oh, going live, getting a live feed and blah. I'm like, really? What? They got more funding than
they've got, and what really, I don't want to be mean because I support the GunStreamer guys too, but it seemed really convenient that they did their crowdfunding right when I was doing mine.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of made me a little depressed because that makes people choose whether they like GunStreamer or GunTube more.
Which is dumb. I was going to say, I don't know the truth on this, and I seen somebody comment somewhere in the past couple days in one of the chats. They said something about Hangouts is coming back.
What?
They said they were revamping it, redoing it, and it was coming back. I'm like, I didn't hear any of this. So
I don't believe that.
I don't know what I just one person said it. So yeah, I don't know.
All right, guys, I gotta go. I got work tomorrow morning, real early. Y'all have a good night.
Take it easy, man.
All right, before I go, I'll leave you with this mind bender. Vaccines cause anti-vaxxers.
How about AKs aren't the only rifles to build?
Quiet you. I don't need that negativity in my life.
Build yourself an AR-15, son.
All right, here's my new project that I'm actually working on. I'm sitting right next to the parts kit right now. I got a Romanian AIMS 74 parts kit that's getting a 5.56 barrel. That's going to take AR magazines.
So just an FYI, something's going on with Bear Creek Arsenal now. I ordered a complete upper. There's a 300 blackout, 7.5 twisted.
You're not the only one that has ordered.
Well, no, check this out. So they sent me an email saying that they're out. Then I got an email with the tracking number, and then halfway through, it was halfway through getting here. I contacted him. I said, "Well, how comes I got a tracking number?" They contacted me back, said it was a mistake, so they stopped the order from coming to my house and retracted it. I got check this out.
You know what you should have done? Not ask them. You should have kept your mouth shut.
Yeah, my problem is I'm too honest. That's always been my deficit.
I mean, if you already paid for it,
well,
if they haven't given you your money back, then technically you just let the thing come to your door and say, yeah, you said you're out, but I just got it, so we're all good.
Well,
that's what you should have done.
I'm trying to get in contact with Arms of America, which is where I buy my parts kit, because the parts kit that I got comes with all the parts that are needed to make the rifle, except for the front trunnion, which is where the barrel fits into and the bolt locks up. That is the only piece that, if it's necessary, it's absolutely necessary to have. And I've been spam calling them today, and I sent them 3 emails. I'm like, hey, I just dropped $600 on this parts kit, and it doesn't have this part in it, whereas in the description says, hey, this part's included. So I'm freaking out here about that.
So, what the hell? You're selling incomplete parts kits?
Yeah, essentially, and I haven't gotten any. Shut off.
So you can see where they sent it, and then up here they stopped it in the middle of its tracks when it came to Florida, and because they requested it back. So something's definitely going on, and they refunded me the money. So I think it's
you got your money back eventually, but you shouldn't have. But again, if you got a tracking number, you should have just kept your mouth shut and you called them after the fact to say, hey, just don't refund my money because you sent it to me, so I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
End of story. That way you wouldn't have to wait twice as long to get the part.
Yeah,
Now you're gonna have to buy from PSA. You're just gonna have to wait the 2 weeks for the shipping, because after 2 weeks you'll get it.
Yeah, I'm just too honest. It's my deficit there.
I'm telling you.
If there was something wrong with it too, and I shot that thing and something happened, man. I don't know.
That's true. That's true. But
is that why they did it? Or you don't know why they did it?
No, nobody knows. So the poor conservative had the same exact thing happen to him. We've been chatting on another platform, and he got his tracking number, and then they retracted that as well. So he called them and he said they've been having this problem. But it's not really a behind-the-scenes problem. It was in my situation. It was already sent out, and halfway getting here, they retracted it and stopped UPS from me receiving it.
Huh?
Yeah, definitely a good experience.
Yeah, I'm wondering if what if there's something wrong with it, and they found it in production, or who knows?
Yeah,
That's just weird.
yeah. But it was a 300 blackout. It was my first 300 blackout that I was going to put together. Well,
You know what I'm going to tell you?
Yeah.
You should have bought from PSA.
Well, I was going to buy the lower from PSA, but I always hear that they're always on back order on them.
Well, listen, PSA shipping, yes, it's slow. You'll have to wait 2 weeks, but they always deliver, and they don't do half-ass shipping like some other companies named Air Creek Arsenal.
Yeah. Rob D just said same thing that happened to him, but with a camera situation.
Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why companies can't do the right thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
If you pay for something, you ship it to the. If you pay for something online and they take the money, they're supposed to ship you the product, not say, "Oh, we don't have it," and refund your money. If you don't have it, don't blast it's for sale on your website. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Zeke Shoot says, "Email me. I need to call Andrew in the morning anyway." Who's Andrew?
I don't know.
Who's Andrew?
I don't know. I don't know who Andrew is.
I can at least light another fire. Oh
no, not more fires.
Yeah.
Do we need more of those?
No, we need some positive things going on. What are you guys doing over the weekend?
This coming weekend or last weekend?
This coming. Jason said Bear Creek said no for Englishmen. I'm American. I'm American now. This is America.
You got to use that accent from now on. You got to stop. You got to train yourself to stop talking with that English accent and start using an American accent. Just choose one you like and go with it. I mean, you've heard of the Crazy Scotsman, haven't you?
I have.
You notice that there was a chat back in the day where he's like he uses his Scottish accent. He's like, yeah, no one can understand what I'm saying because I've got the really thick Scottish accent, so I've had to learn how to speak like an American. And so he just uses an American accent when he speaks now. It's just so people understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
But you can hardly because he's doing that. You can hardly tell that he's Scottish sometimes.
Yeah, the funny thing is him and I have shot together. I don't know, probably 3-4 times now, and I've hung out with him, and every now and then he gets a little bit of it. But honestly, I think after what's that?
The Scottish come out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, I used to have a Scottish friend, and we would trade money because you can use the Scottish money in England and vice versa. Same currency.
Yeah, because United Kingdom.
It's all United Kingdom now, right?
Yeah, it's been United Kingdom forever. I mean, they tried to get out not too long ago.
Since the early 1900s. Yeah, the Scottish complain about being part of England. They never wanted it. They were forced into it. But when it comes to actually voting to get their asses out of the United Kingdom and say, we are our own country again, we are Scotland, they crash and burn.
Well, you know why? Because England funds their retirement. That's why.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why they're getting out of the ECU too. So,
Now, is Ireland part of the UK?
No.
Or are they separate? I didn't think so.
Completely separate. Yeah.
Northern Ireland is part of the UK, but technically we don't call them part of Ireland. They're basically just English.
Mm-hmm. And then, that's because the IRA happened. The revolution between the two.
Republic.
Yeah, the Republic. So the part of the UK. The UK is Wales, England, and Scotland, and then obviously the tiny islands like Man of Isle, but that place is you can't even go there. What
about the Isle of Jersey?
Jersey.
Yeah, believe it or not, there's an island of Jersey in England.
Oh, well, okay. Well, yeah, I don't know.
Where do you think New Jersey came from? There you go, Jersey.
Yep.
The island of Jersey.
a lot of British names came over here to New England. Yeah.
So.
When did you come over, bloke? How long ago?
1994.
Wow, that's been a while then.
As I say, bloke wins the coolest real background for our life.
Yeah.
Well,
He only does this for the live streams. Then he puts them all back in the safe.
yeah. Well, I did a review on a local company. They sent me a couple gun belts and a holster to review, and they wanted me to do a comparison. So when I do those, these come out. So that's for the people to see. Plus, I don't get to take them out as much as I want to because the grad school thing.
Yeah. I'm just phoning it in with flag. The don't tread on me flag. Hold on, I gotta move out of the way so everybody else can see it. There we go.
I do like it.
See, there we go. Don't tread on me.
Yeah, that's I have the patch on my hat, only it's kind of a camo background instead of yellow. But yeah, same thing.
Yeah, I do want to get some patches, but I've been spending.
You're gonna spend some money on patches.
Yeah, well, I talked to her, and it was a little pricey right off the bat, and I told her I will go do it, but it's going to have to wait a minute or two because got some other important things coming up.
Yep, same here. I've got enough patches for the Indiegogo, but I'm gonna have, as soon as the Indiegogo finishes, I'm gonna have to order more coaster or more of the stuff for Founders Packs because I thought I had enough, and apparently I did not. So I have to order more, but that's already taken care of. So that's fine. I've already figured that out, figured what I need, so I can get all that, get that sent out. So there's no problems on that. But it's just, what's giving me problems is trying to find someone to do T-shirts on the cheap in my area. It's like the price in the area are just as bad as online, so I might as well just order them online.
Man, I tell you what, I really lucked out. There's a company down the road, very, very small. They printed out my the shirts. I got, how many did I get? I got 5. I got one, I bought the shirt and they placed it on there. And I think I paid $100 for all 5. So it was $20 a pop. But I lucked out on that area. G-Web said, cool brick. That initially was going to be the background. And then when I ordered it, I didn't realize how small it was. And the pegboard was initially brown, and I had some leftover paint, and I didn't like the brown, so I painted that. Turned out pretty good, actually. I like it.
The blue makes the guns pop a little better.
Yeah,
it does.
Well, if you look at my original videos, first off, the content and video quality was absolutely shite.
Shite.
So,
shite.
S-H-I-T-E. Is that like what's the? You know what? I'm not going to even try and pronounce these words.
Was it bloody shite? Was it bloody shite?
Oh boy.
Hey, you come into this country, you knew people would get you for that. So believe it or not, if it's not us, your friends, it's got to be people you don't even know.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I ever told you this story. So when I first came to this country, and I went to high school here, and there's some.
Oh yeah, you got it. You definitely got it.
I like it. So
I'm showing off the GunTube sign that Warsaw Patriot made.
I love that.
Thank you, Warsaw.
So I was in high school, and there's some words that I didn't know. Well, I knew what they meant in England, but they were different here. And I was in health class, and the guy who was teaching it, he was a cool old dude. He was a black guy, and he was teaching about sexual education. And so I'm writing down, and in England you don't write with pens in school. You have to write with pencils.
So I do that here in the United States too.
Well, no, in school you can write with pens. It's no big deal.
Well, yeah, but they, normally, what I was told in school, well, if you're gonna write in pen, don't make mistakes. But if you're gonna make mistakes, use a damn pencil.
Right.
But they came out with erasable pens. Come on.
Yes. Now, here's the kicker on this. So as a new kid in school, and in England, you have to put up your hand when you ask a question, right? So the guy looks at me and says, yeah, Mr. Daly, what can I help you with? And now understand this, we're right in the middle of sexual education. So I put out my hand. I said, sir, can I borrow a rubber? And everybody went quiet. And then they just started hysterically laughing because a rubber in England means
Here in the United States, it means a condom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I asked my health teacher for a condom.
Well, you should have corrected yourself by mean or eraser.
Well, I did. I didn't know why everybody was laughing hysterically,
Wow.
So that was my first trip to the principal's office.
Did you explain, sir? I wasn't, I didn't know. That's great.
Like, I don't understand American slang yet.
Yeah. So, yeah. She was actually she knew what a rubber was in England, so I didn't have to explain it too much to her. But she was laughing, that's for sure. And she said, "Don't worry, I explained it to your health teacher."
I'm sure that would make her. I'm surprised she didn't fall out of her chair laughing.
I'm sure she did. I'm sure she regained her posture composure when I got in there.
So,
yeah, when I went to school, we used pencils, but I'm ancient, so anyway.
Yeah.
So,
not that ancient, but ancient enough, I guess.
We've gone a bit longer. It seems to be stable. Seems to be good. Everything is running fine. We have, we still got a couple people watching, but it doesn't seem like to have the problems it did with the old hardware. So I'm happy about that. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
While it took me a little while to get it working, it does work now.
You're the man, Night Strike.
Yep. So, again, guys, this is all done on GunTube. So, we'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Armament Access, give us your plug.
Other than Creator Summit in 2.5 weeks, September 13th, 14th, and 15th. You can go to creatorsummit.us. I'll put it in the side chat again. Other than that, check us out on YouTube, sometime on Facebook. Hardly do anything else anywhere else because I'm busy. But peace to all. Stay 2A strong.
Cheers. So just stay tuned for the upcoming suppressor entry. I will be posting that here probably in the next couple of weeks. That's, again, it's for a really good cause. I got some really good reviews coming out here soon. Check me out on YouTube. I have a website now. It's called A Bloke's 2 Cents. It's still in the process of getting built, but it is active. If you haven't done it already, go to Indiegogo project, help Night Strike out. You've seen the servers work, so he's not full of BS. He's a good dude. Help support your cause, man. You're supporting yourself in the long run. So, and check everybody else out in the chat.
I wouldn't offer it if I didn't use it myself.
Bingo.
And here's the thing: you don't do anything unless you yourself would use it.
Now, how user friendly is it?
You're using it right now, aren't you?
Well, for the provider themselves, like you just log on like Hangouts and go on and just plug it in, and that's it.
You just load up the URL and just go with it.
There you go.
So anybody that's on GunTube can do what you're doing and host and go for it.
More or less as long as no one's streaming. You can just jump in and have a chat.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
So,
cool.
There we go. Again, I'm putting that link out there again for everyone. Check out the Indiegogo for GunTube. We did get it working. So, GunTube. Here. You know what? You don't have any of these yet, do you? Do you?
What is that? I can't see it. Hold on.
GunTube magnets.
No, I do not.
Yeah, the GunTube magnets. So, and a patch. So check out
Love it.
GunTube.org. Check out the Indiegogo, and we're working on things in the background. We're working on things in the foreground. Hell, we're even working for GunTube on Hit or Miss Tuesday nights 9 o'clock. So guys, check out Hit or Miss. Check out GunTube. Check out nightstrike.com where, I still have some stickers for sale, some Strike Force stickers and whatnot for sale if you want some. And with that, we will see you later. So take it easy. Thanks for watching. Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for conversing with us. Thank you all for listening. This was Hit or Miss. How do I turn this damn thing off?
You can't. That's the problem. You can't.
Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. Watch this.
Shake and bake.
Shut up, you infringed!